everyone. I hope all is well. Thank you for joining. Today, we are going to talk about how to reduce some stress. Are you feeling stressed and overwhelmed when you give clients gifts that have a short lead time? Um, if you are, then let's talk about 3 ways to reduce that stress and that feeling of overwhelm. When you have to give those gifts to your clients who have come in with a short lead time. Let's talk about that. And I even have a bonus for you. So you want to stick around to the end. Now, if you are new around here, my name is Amy, and I am here to help you incorporate gifting into your client journey to enhance your client experience. Um, so let's get into those ways. Um, let's get into those ways. The first way that you want to, the first thing you want to do, or one of the ways that you can reduce that stress, you can design your gifts ahead of time and buy things in bulk so you're not always having to run out and buy things. So you want to buy things in bulk so you always have those things on hand to create your gifts. Now, if you do this, you won't have to worry about running to the store to buy things at the last minute. You won't have to guess about what goes into the gift because you will have designed it ahead of time and you will have everything on hand to so that you can pack it quickly and get it out to your client. So you can just imagine if you have a short lead time, just not having to do a whole lot of thinking about what would go in a gift because you're already having, your wheels turning about how you're going to bring the best experience to your client through your service um, for their special day, especially if you have a short lead time. So you want to, one way that you would want to reduce that stress is by designing your gifts ahead of time and buying in bulk. Now, the second way to do this is to put systems in place. You want to create a system around your gifting and incorporate it into the planning process for each client. So, for example, when a client signs a contract and the work plan is created for that client, whether it's manually or you have a template that you pull out. If you create a system around the gifting, then the gifting will automatically, I'm sorry, the work plan will automatically include gifting tasks, and dates so that you don't forget about sending the gift to the client. So, and that's whether you're doing it in, like a spreadsheet or if you have it automated, right? You want to include those tasks for gifting so that when you do create your work plan, um, the thing that you're working by to service your client with, so that you don't miss dates and things like that, you want to make sure that those tasks for gifting are in there with dates so that you can set the appropriate reminders and things like that. Now, it can also help you to do gift related tasks in increments and not all at once. So, you want to create workflows to send reminders so that you're doing these tasks in increments along with the other things um, that are happening for the service that you're providing the client. So, but here's one thing though, when you create that work plan, I know sometimes that we can decide, oh, I'm going to just do this next week. You can push a task off. Um, but that helps create stress and overwhelm. That helps create stressed because you're delaying a task, and now you have to do it. You have to combine it with other tasks to get it done, right? So you don't want to push the tasks off and make them small enough that you can knock it out in 10-15 minutes. You can knock out that one thing in 10-15 minutes, so that the next task is not compounded by the one that you skipped over, by the one you decided to delay. um, Trust me, I I know what happens when you decide that, hey, this one's not as important. I need to get X, Y, and Z done, so I'll just do this one later. Well, later will come when you have to do, yet another task, uh, and now you don't have as much time to do it. Um, but because it's more than one task, it's going to take you longer to do it. So you want to keep that in mind. Now, to the third way. The third way is to create a plan for your gifting. And so, if you've been following me for any length of time, you know that that is one of the things that I have been talking about, um, over a period of like 9 weeks, just helping you get your plan together, pull together a plan for gifting, so that it is efficient and so that it is, what you envisioned it to be. You're thinking through the things that you need in order to incorporate the gifting into your business. So that's one of the ways that you can reduce the stress, when you have a short lead time, is to have a plan in place. So you want to create a plan for your client gifting. Now this plan will help you know what to do and when. When you have a plan in place, you, um, all you're doing is executing that plan over and over again. When you have a plan in place, all you're doing is executing that plan over and over again. And so you won't have to think about when to send a gift, what gift to send, how much you should spend on a gift, and who is going to do what, etc., because you will have already, planned that out before you even have a client that has a short lead time, right? So again, you would have planned all of these things out. And now when a client comes up that has a short lead time, you won't have to sweat about it because you will have already, um, you would have already done steps 1 and 2. You would have already, designed your gift, and you would have already, well, you would have already, thought through, what system you need to put in place around your gifting, and you will have already designed your gift ahead of time and bought things in bulk. So you would already have those things in place. Um, Now, if you need to create a plan, if you don't have a plan and you need to create one, I have linked, um, a playlist of the steps to create a plan in the description of this video. Now, though, that playlist in particular is one that has the, short videos so that you can write down the steps so you can get the steps quickly and start your plan. But if you want more, in depth information about each step, or you want to be you want me to walk you through each step, I've done videos on that as well. And you can find those in my, my video feed. Just go back to my channel and you can see which ones align, with the steps that I give in those shorts videos. Now for the bonus. So, the bonus way that you can reduce the stress of having to give a client with a short lead time is to delegate the task. So, and what I mean by that is that you can go out to a gift site, right? You don't have to do it yourself. You can go out to the gift site and order a curated gift, that you like, and have that gift shipped to the client, for a certain date. So, there are gifting companies out there. Mine is one of them, but you don't have to go through my company. But I'm letting you know, though, that you can, go out to their sites and you can choose, just select the gift that you really like for that client, one that fits your client. And, you know, click the button and pay for the gift and have them ship the gift to the client. So you can delegate that task. It's not something that you have to do, especially if you have a short lead time. And if you have a system in place around your gifting and you have dates in your work plan, it'll be easy for you to determine, hey, I can run out to this site and have them ship it on a particular day. Um, Another way that, and that's the simplest, fastest and simplest step, but before you do that, I would say you probably want to do a bit of research to find the company that you want to use to do this. You don't want to do this research at the last minute. You want to do a bit of research to find a gifting company that you like, that makes the types of gifts that you like, and that you like, that you think will bring surprise and delight to the types of clients that you serve, right? Different companies create different gifts. They have different gift designs. So you should do a little bit of research to find one that you like. And also look at their processing time and, the shipping information, get their contact information, because if it doesn't allow you to choose a date to ship it on, then to ship the gift out on, or to deliver it by, then you will need to be able to contact them and say, hey, I'm ordering this gift, but I want it shipped on XYZ date. Are you able to accommodate? So you want to do that research ahead of time, so that when you have a client that has a short lead time, then it'll be easy. It will be just a click of a button. So you can delegate the task in that way. And I think that's very that's a very simple way to reduce the stress, right? And then the second thing you can do in delegating that task is um, if you have a plan. Now, if you have a plan and you've thought through who's going to do the gifts, who's going to create these gifts. If you created a plan that you implement ahead of time, then you can work with the gifting company to have semi-custom and custom gifts created or designed just for your clients to send to your clients with the click of a button. Now, I think this way is adds an extra layer of ease to your process, because everything will be catered to your business. You really will be able to do it with the click of a button without all the extra research, because all of that will have been done up front. And most gifting companies create a portal for you, so that when you need a gift, you can just click and have it sent out. And in those cases, what happens is we keep all we create the design, we keep all the items that are needed for the gift, and we let you know the processing times up front, so you will already know that. And so when you need a gift, you just click the button, um, pay, and then the gift is sent out. And that's without all the um, additional sifting or additional research, because you already have in place. And the best part about that is it's the gifts are created with your clients in mind, versus a gift that was already curated, that's not necessarily created with your client in mind, but is a nice gift, right? So those are that's the bonus way, right? You have two different ways underneath the bonus of delegating the task, that you can reduce the stress of giving client gifts to clients who have a short lead time. So I hope that this was helpful for you. That's all that I have for you today. If you have any questions about anything that I've discussed today or in previous videos, feel free to leave them in the comments below and I will get back to you. If yeah, just reach out to me if you need any help or you have any questions. I am happy to help, but I hope this information was definitely helpful to you. If it was, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel so that you can get the notifications when I go live, when I upload videos. So um, if I think that's it. So you can get the post notifications and things like that. So that's all that I have for you today. And until next time, happy gifting and many blessings.